AI, but it's basically a system that you can ask it to write books for you and where Hey Readily Besties, welcome back to my channel. Hi, I hope you're well. If you guys don't know me, hello, my name is Anna and I like to make writing content and writing videos. However, today is such an exciting video. I'm going to be doing a collab with the wonderful Rachel Writes on YouTube. If you don't know Rachel, go check her out. I'll have all her links down below. She's an amazing author, tuber and writer. We are doing a collab video where we are using AI, i.e. ChatGTP, which is an AI system that I actually went over in a recent video. If you guys want to check out that video, definitely do. I'll link it up there. But it's basically a system that you can ask it to write books for you, and Rachel and I are going to be using the same 2 words to create a story using AI. Of course, this is so exciting, and we're going to see like how different our stories are from each other, and if we can actually properly use AI to assist us in writing and see where it takes us. If you guys do enjoy this challenge, definitely subscribe to my channel, and again, definitely check out Rachel's video. I'm so excited to see how her story turns out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on to the video. Let's ask the questions. What is ChatGTP? What is the AI system we're going to be using? And also, what are the 2 words in the challenge that we are going to be actually embarking on? So ChatGTP stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer, which is basically like a little chatbot that you can use, and you can input your own questions. For example, write a poem about flowers, and it will populate the page and use sources to create a desired response that is very much human-like. And of course, in the video I talked about before where I kind of explored this ChatGTP interface, I learned that it can literally plot books, and of course we're going to be using that to plot a book, both Rachel and I. However, of course we need parameters in place, i.e. 2 words. So we actually use a random name generator to come up with these 2 words. Are you guys ready to hear what the words are? The first word is reconciliation, and the second word is horoscopes. Seems very interesting. When Rachel and I were chatting, we were just like, whoa, like this seems like such a cool idea, and we were just so intrigued to see what ChatGTP and what the AI actually comes up with, and we're going to actually use that to model our story against, and we're going to be creating a short 500-word sort of flash fiction, and we're going to read it at the end of the video. So that's why I'm so excited, of course, to see how Rachel approaches this story. Okay, so I have ChatGTP up on the screen right now, and we're going to go ahead and actually write our little command and figure out what the story is going to be like, and I'm so excited to see what sort of story I'm going to be writing today. So I'm just going to be typing in write a story about reconciliation and horoscopes, and let's go ahead and see what it comes up with. Ooh, once upon a time, there was a young woman named Ava who had always been fascinated by horoscopes. She would read her daily horoscope in the morning, feeling what gave her a sense of direction and guidance. One day, Ava's world was turned upside down where a longtime boyfriend, Jake, broke up with her. She was devastated and didn't know what to do. She decided to turn to a horoscope for guidance. The horoscope for that day read, today is for reconciliation. If you have a broken relationship, now is the time to reach out and make amends. Ava took this sign and decided to reach out, sent a message apologizing. When they met, they both had shared feelings and regret. They talked about what went wrong. They hugged and reconciled, promising to do their best to make things work in the future. Ava continued to read her horoscope but put more trust in herself and believed in the power of reconciliation. She and Jake went on to have a happy and long relationship. Very interesting. I was expecting something perhaps more dark, but this is kind of cool. We'll see how we can work with this. I'm going to be writing down a few ideas just to kind of, you know, get my thought process really like going, and just see kind of what I can pull from this idea that the AI has created in this story, and see how I can create a 500-word flash fiction of this. So of course, this challenge, we have to use this as inspiration and take the main points from the AI. However, we can change things and bring our own sorts of ideas into the story. And I think this was actually a big point I put in that video, with a lot of people being against AI. And I guess this video is also trying to help you understand that we can hopefully be able to use AI to actually create stories and use it as a tool instead of something that's like an enemy. But anyways, besides the point, let's go ahead and jot down some ideas from this story. Okay, so I think the main thing I want to keep is the characters, and of course Ava and her sort of fascination with horoscopes. I also really like the relationship, and maybe like have the sort of reconciliation be something that is as deep as like love and stuff like that. So I really like the theme of love. I also maybe think trust can be a really good sort of theme in regards to Ava's trust in, you know, horoscopes and kind of what it means for her. And obviously throughout the story it seems like she has had a history with horoscopes, which could be really interesting to work with. And I think Ava actually turning to the horoscope for guidance, and the sort of like idea at the end that she should actually not, you know, focus too much on horoscopes. I think that could be an interesting point we can work with. So maybe like that trust is broken. So as you can see, I'm just like trying to get some ideas down, and it's kind of really interesting just seeing kind of how I can take this as inspiration and create something through the main points, but also like, you know, put like dramatize a little bit, you know what I mean? And I think it's sort of cool and fun. But I'm really into this story at the moment. I'm just gonna do some more brainstorming, and I'll catch up with you guys once I start the book. Hey Readily friends, okay, so yes, it's the next day. As you can see, I've been writing and I'm finally starting after planning yesterday. I am now starting today, yeah, actually writing the book and writing the little flash fiction short story thing, and oh my gosh, I'm literally nearly done. Like, it didn't take me any time at all. It's so crazy how 500 words can go so quickly, and I'm just like, what? But at the moment, if I check right here, I'm at 459 words. I will definitely think I'll have to go over, which is really, really sad, but 500 words is not much at all. So I think definitely I hope to not go over 650, maybe 700 words. Of course, I'm going to be actually reading this story to you and also talking about it, what it means to me, and kind of like what I wanted this story to kind of say. I have a lot to say about this subject, and I think it's great and I think it's really cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some more writing and stop procrastinating. Let's go. Alrighty, so it's a bit after and I have edited and finished the little short fiction, and the thing is I could not cut down whatsoever, and I also just think like the whole story is so much better with that extra 500 words, and it was just so difficult for me to get even lower. But I think like in order to kind of include the whole story that the AI kind of told, it's kind of necessary to bump it up to 1,000 words. So yes, it's 1,000 words and I'm going to be reading it to you guys right now on my iPad. But I'm really excited to share it with you. I'm kind of scared because it's kind of like not what I was expecting, but like exactly what I was expecting to write. And I'm just really excited to, share it with you guys. So let's go ahead and read it. And then I'll kind of reflect upon the story and the AI and my whole experience in this video after. So let's go ahead and get reading. The story is called Dead End. Ava had found it hard to ignore the blood. Her fingers were still clamped on the boy's body. She laid there long enough for skin to grow cold, then stale. Ava felt the cards burn through her pocket as she stared at his horrified eyes, the cards that led her to do this. Reconciliation. The words felt like a dead hand in her mouth. She had forgotten its meaning entirely. 2 hours before. Jake? Your message has been blocked. Jake, why have you blocked me? Your message has... Jake, your mess... Ava throws her phone hard across the room. She stares up at her ceiling. The plastic glow-in-the-dark stars are still spinning. It made her feel even more sick. When she forces her torso up in the bed, her palm meets something wet and sticky. Her nose registers faster than her blurry eyes. Is that my vomit? She whines, nearly close to vomiting again. Pushing her hand away from her, Ava stumbles to the bathroom in the dark, nearly tripping over her own feet. She washes her hands furiously, dunking them under the faucet before realizing she's thirsty. She laps up the water, sinking to her knees as she does. When she's finished, she looks up to herself in the mirror. She was wearing Jake's sweater, and it hung off her frame like a skeleton in a rug. "Why did you break up with me?" she sobbed, gripping the fabric and inhaling his scent into her mouth. She turns off the running tap and takes a steady breath before ripping the thing off her. Ava flings the jumper into the shower and turns on the shower head, screaming at the lump of red as if it were a bad dog. "I hate you," she yells, slamming the bathroom door. She pats down her leg to find her right pocket, but when she looks down, she notices there is no pocket. She's in her underwear. "Where is it?" she says frantically, storming into her bedroom. Her hands search desperately for the cards, under her bed, between the crack in her bedside table, under her duvet. Ah! She grips the deck between her fingers and presses it into her cheek. "Found you, Mama." Methodically, as if habit, she shuffles the cards and draws them. The familiar flick and snap of the silk plastic eases her shaking hands. "Mama will tell me," she sniffles, as she draws the last tarot card. What to do? She tries to read the cards, but her eyes blur and blend the symbols together. But she's desperate for an answer. "Hangman," she whispers. "Justice, Temperance, Tower, Reconciliation." But how? She flips over the last two cards, swallowing. 7 swords and 10 swords. 7, 10. She snatches her phone just to make sure, scrolls down to the end of the page of the website and finds the word she's looking for. Her gaze slides slowly to the cards on the floor, the cards her mother gave her before she died, the cards that held her mother's voice, guided her every step, cards that were always right. Always right. "Okay," she whispers, collecting the cards up from the floor and sliding them back into her deck. "Whatever you say, Mama." Ava dresses herself and pushes the cards deep into her pocket. He didn't live too far away. 7 minutes before. Her feet turn the street corner. She thinks it's the right street, but it's so dark, and her breath still tastes like medicine. She squints up at the apartment. "Jake!" she screams, waving her arms around. Was it his light that was still on? "Jake!" She tries again. But when nothing happens, she looks around for a stone. She's about to lug it when someone appears at the balcony. "Ava?" The boy rubs at his eyes, as if he was seeing things. "Ava, what are you doing here? It's 2:30 at night." Ava just stares up at him. "I need to ask you something." "I thought you were done speaking with me." He rubs at his eyes. Had he been crying? Ava didn't say anything more, only stood there shivering. He looks back at his room and sighs. Okay, I'm coming, Ava. Stay there. It's not safe. 4 minutes before. What are you doing here? He whispers, looking down the street behind them. Come on. He leads her off the sidewalk. They walk in silence. Ava feels her blood pumping into her skin, shaking her veins. They turn into a quieter street where apartment buildings line the path. A lamppost flickers at the dead end. It's dark. 2 minutes before. You said you wanted to ask me something? Jake asks her. Yes, Ava whispers back, reaching into her jacket. He stops abruptly. What is it? I thought we were clear. Ava pulls a knife out of her sleeve. Yes, I did have a question. His face whitens. Why did you break up with me? Ava screams, stepping toward him. Jake swears, putting his arms up. Ava, what the hell? Is that a knife? Why did you break up with me? She demands again. Break up with you? Ava, you broke up with me. You're a liar. No, I'm not. You broke up with me tonight at the bar. Don't you remember? Her eyes falter for a moment, but she presses forward. Ava, listen to me. You were drunk. You still are. You blocked me. You forced me to. Said your cards told you. She presses her hands to the tarot cards still in her pocket. My cards? She whispers, gripping them. My cards are driving you insane. Ava, it's not real. You've always been like this, but not like... Fuck, Ava, this is too much. She stares at him. You're still drunk, Ava. You're high, he says again. Listen to me, please. What's going on? A voice came somewhere above. Mama is always right, Ava screams. Not this time, Ava. Is that a fucking knife? I'm calling 911. The same voice from above distracts Ava. Jake tries to snatch the knife away from her, gripping her hand. Ava, give me... No! Mama is always... Ava loses a hold of it. The knife twists. Ava lunges at him when he tries to turn away. Ava, don't! They suddenly lay on the ground, on top of each other. Ava doesn't know where the knife went. Ava! Oh fuck, Ava! Jake tries to push her up. Ava looks down at her sternum. Something wet was there. She wondered if she'd thrown up again. Help! Call the ambulance, Ava! Ava, stay awake now. Ava, don't! Ava looks up, gripping on Jake's shoulders. They are stiff. She sees the terror in his eyes. They look horrified. She thinks she's gasping for air, but she can't hear herself because she's reaching for the cards, blood bubbling at her mouth. What do I do now, Mama? That's it. Thank you. Anyways, so yeah, that's the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit crazy, like, I agree, but I wanted to really just like go full out on this challenge and see if I can truly like make it different but very similar to what the AI kind of created for those 2 words, which were horoscopes and also reconciliation. As for the horoscopes part in the story, of course, I used tarot cards, and I literally don't know anything about horoscopes or tarot cards or like astrology because I firmly like don't believe in it, and it was kind of a little bit interesting like researching about it and just kind of having to write a story about it. And I hope like maybe it kind of came across in the story how it's like my views, I guess, on astrology and how I just don't really believe in it. And I hope like my view kind of came across, and I guess the message was that they aren't, I guess, like if you focus too much on relying on something that contradicts itself and goes against stuff like your own morals and like the world's sort of standards and morals too. But yeah, that was my interesting take on this story. I really am so excited to see Rachel's story, and I just like wonder how similar or how different it's gonna be. But upon like reflection of AI and how it can actually be used as a tool in writing, I definitely still agree with that and my sort of view on this stand. I definitely think AI can be used as a great tool, and it's kind of clear throughout this video that I was able to create, you know, a story from literally using AI and just kind of getting inspiration from that and using the main points within that AI response in my story, but also making it different and having some freedom in that. So let me know down below also your thoughts on this, and I would love to hear them. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog slash challenge. Definitely check out Rachel's video down below. I'll have her channel linked and also the video so you guys can check out, and I can't wait to watch her vlog challenge video because I am so excited to see what she came up with. However, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely subscribe to my channel and definitely check out my Instagram page because I post very much on there. I love doing little reels and everything and updates on my story as well. But anyways, thank you so much Rachel for doing this video for me, and I hope to do some more collabs with her very soon. However, I hope to see you in my next video, and yeah, keep writing guys. Bye!